Notorious serial killer Ian Brady has died. The 79-year-old serial killer who spent more than 5 decades behind bars died Monday night. Brady was allowed to die with dignity, something he failed to offer his poor victims. Brady died at Ashworth High Security Hospital. A spokesman told that Brady died after becoming physically unwell and that he wasn't found dead in his room in the Merseyside unit. The spokesman could not confirm if anyone was with Brady when he died. Quote from the spokesman: "Possibly, I don't know." Coroner's officer L.B. Howard Murphy said Brady's cause of death was due to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and cor pulmonale, a condition that causes the right side of the heart to fail. The news about Brady's death has given the families of the victims different emotions. Some celebrated his death, and others felt numb. A family member of Lesley and Downey reportedly posted online, quote, "We as a family have had the best news ever. Brady, the devil's disciple, is dead. May you rot in fucking hell." 63-year-old Terry Kilbride, who was the brother of John Kilbride, told The Sun how Brady will keep tormenting the families of the victims even after his death. The victims' families spoke about how they will have to live with the nightmare he left behind when he, together with his lover Myra Hindley, took the life of their beloved children or siblings. Terry West, the brother of Lesley and Downey, told Mail Online he poured himself a glass of wine when he heard about Brady's death. Mr. West expresses how he and his family had been waiting for the day to come and how it gives closure for him and his family knowing that Ian Brady is dead. Even though the hospital staff pleaded with Brady to reveal where he and Hindley had buried 12-year-old Keith Bennett, they didn't manage to get any information from Brady. With Brady's death, he took the secret of Keith Bennett's resting place with him to his grave. Terry Kilbride and Terry West expresses their sympathy and frustration on behalf of Keith Bennett's brother Alan and the rest of his family, who probably never will know where Keith's body was buried. Keith Bennett's mom passed away at the age of 78 in 2012. She never got closure due to Brady keeping silent about where the 12-year-old boy was buried. Mr. Kilbride told how Keith's mom, Winnie Johnson, would be turning in her grave if she had known Brady wouldn't reveal where her son's body is. Among the victims' families, Ian Brady is called the devil's disciple and a murderous psychopath. Even after his death, Ian Brady keeps playing sick and twisted games with the families of the victims, as he requested for his ashes to be scattered on Saddleworth Moor. The senior coroner for Sefton, Christopher Sumner, told he would not authorize the release of Ian Brady's body until he had been assured that Brady's ashes would not be scattered on Saddleworth Moor. Mr. Sumner said there was a right and proper moral judgment to make. It would be offensive spreading his ashes where he and his partner in crime, Myra Hindley, buried their victims. Brady's lawyer, Robin Making, who is the executor of his will, told he visited Brady hours before his death to discuss his legal wishes and funeral agreements. Making said Brady was pretty weak, but he was able to discuss a few things. Mr. Making said he don't believe Brady had any information which could help finding the body of Keith Bennett, the only victim of Brady and Hindley, whose remains have never been found. If not Brady could have pointed out the resting place of Keith Bennett, we will never know. But even after the serial killer couple has both died, Myra Hindley died in prison in 2002, their sick and twisted crimes will forever be remembered. The couple shocked the nation when details of how they snatched children off the street, abused and tortured them to death, came out to the public. The most notorious piece of evidence in British criminal history is the heartbreaking recording of 10-year-old Lesley Ann Downey's final moments where she is begging for her life. With the death of Brady, a chapter of evil has been closed, but the sick and twisted deeds the killer couple did will forever haunt the victims of the families and the rest of the world. Don't miss out on any crime news. Become a member of our community on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and don't forget to slap that follow button and remember to click the bell. Then you will receive a notification when we have news for you.